Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a great day today. So today's video is an update on what's going on with October. We have two more variations for the base box to go over. We have an update on the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette that we've been seeing teased in the background of Joe's videos. Plus, we have a few brand spoilers for November. Now, this video is going to be a little bit quicker because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the individual items because you've heard me talk about them several times in previous videos. So before we get into it, make sure you take a second and hit subscribe to become part of the Wolf Pack today because I would love to have you join. And now, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so before we get into the actual spoilers, just really quickly, what I'm wearing on my eyes, because I know I'm going to get questions, I am actually wearing the Isabel Bedoya and Illuminati Cosmetics palette. I got my PR boxes today, and normally I would wait to do a first impressions in the unboxing, but I couldn't wait, and I just wanted to play with this palette. So I have the actual unboxing and me trying on this palette up as soon as possible. I'm probably not going to do the same look as I did because I have some thoughts about the shadows that I used, but I will make sure I mention it and go over it in that video, so just be on the lookout for that and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss out. Oh, and today I'm keeping it casual. I'm just wearing my little Zelda t-shirt that I got in a Loot Crate box. If any of you, if any of your boyfriends or husbands subscribe to Loot Crate, they may recognize this shirt. It's one of my favorites. But okay, let's get to the makeup. Alright, so I know we're just in the first week of October, but let's go ahead and skip ahead to November. Let's talk about some brands that Joe mentioned on it was either a Facebook Live video or it was an Instagram video. But he mentioned 3 of the brands that are going to be in November. And let me say, I love all these brands. First up is Milk Makeup. I am a huge fan of Milk Makeup. I've gotten several products that I personally purchased. I've only gotten one product from Boxycharm. And I know some people have gotten several, like every time Milk was a possibility, they got it in their box. I'm so jelly. Just tell you that up front, I'm jelly. The second brand that we have is from Jouer. Jouer is a brand that I am so in love with. Their blush duos, they're like 20 bucks. They're one of the best deals you can get from the brand, and so far I'm in love with them. And speaking of Jouer, do any of you still have rattling around the back of your brain, remember that cake that we saw that was Boxycharm and it was full of Jouer products? I still think that they made that cake for a reason. No one just makes a cake like that for no reason. So I'm still hoping we're going to get like an all brand takeover box of Boxycharm. I don't think it's going to be November, but hopefully it's going to happen soon. You know, if it comes first quarter next year, I'll be okay with that. You know, I just can't wait for it if it's coming. My spidey senses are telling me we're going to have that. And the last brand that we have is from Benefit Cosmetics. I'm actually pretty happy about this as long as it's not another primer. Like the pore smoothing primer and the hydrating one, like don't put any more of those in the box. Give us something new, Boxycharm. I would love to get some of their blushes or like the bronzers that they have. The Benefit bronzers, a lot of people are in love with those, and I personally have never broken down and bought one, but I would love to get it in the box. Save me some money on it. Alright, now coming back to October. We've got 2 new variations to go over in this video. The first one is going to include the Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed palette. I'm very glad to see a variation with that in it. This one also includes the Murad AHA BHA cleanser, the Sol de Janeiro lip butter. We've got the Grown Alchemist matte balancing moisturizer, and then we have the Spongel buffer, which the flavor, I keep on calling it flavor or shade, whatever the scent, that's the word. The scent that one is in is Cherry Tonka. I've never tried that one. This variation, like it's got one makeup. The lip butter, you can argue that's a makeup item, but it looks like this one again is kind of heavy in skincare and then a lifestyle item. This one's an okay variation. I'm just one of these people, I want it to be either balanced or I want mostly makeup. So I'm not too overly thrilled about this variation. The next one we have, this is actually from Boxycharm themselves. This is posted on their Instagram account. It's going to include the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bee Face. And the more pictures I see of that, it looks a lot better than what I originally thought. This one also includes the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Setting Spray, the Murad AHA BHA Cleanser. It has the Spongel Body Buffer, that body buffer again. And it has a new item that I hadn't seen anywhere in spoilers before. This is from a brand, Symbiosis London. This is a tightening and replenishing eye mask. Never heard of them before. I think this is a brand premiere for Boxycharm as well. I don't think they've ever been in the box that I know of. Now this variation is a little bit more balanced in my opinion because you've got 2 makeup items with the palette, the setting spray. You've got 2 skincare items, the Murad Cleanser and the Symbiosis London Eye Mask. And then you have a lifestyle item with the Sponge Gel Body Buffer. I said in my last video and I'll say it again, they should just leave that in pop-up. I do not want that in my box. I'm just not, like, I'm sure they're fine, like I said, and I'll use it if I get it, but I just really wish they would have left that out of the box. We also have a third variation, and this time it comes with the Farsali Privé Quench Moisturizer. That's the serum. It includes the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bee Face Palette, the Sol de Janeiro Tinted Lip Butter. This one has the Rodile Beauty Soft Focus Glow Drops, and another new product that I hadn't seen before. This one is from HipDot. Not an eyeshadow palette, and I'm so sad. This one is the Color Change Pink Sponge Duo. We've been getting quite a bit of makeup sponges here lately. Let me know what you think of that. At least the one from Billion Dollar Brows I really enjoyed. I'm hoping this one from HipDot is just as good, if not better. Now the last thing I want to go over in today's video, we are 99% positive that this is the Natasha Denona palette that Joe has been showing in the background of his videos. He has shown it on 2 separate occasions, and you try to zoom in on it and it's really hard to tell. Like, I didn't really recognize it, so it may be this is a brand new palette from Natasha Denona. And I didn't get it the last time she had an eyeshadow palette in the box, so I hope I get it this time. But this is the Peak palette. The account that posted it on Instagram, I'll make sure I link them down below in case you want to check her out. She does a lot of flat lays of makeup, and they're actually really pretty, and that's something I want to get into. I love flat lay photography when it comes to makeup products. But this is the Peak palette, and this looks like a warm neutral eyeshadow palette. It kind of looks bigger than I thought it would. Like, I've got the mini Lila palette, and I thought, you know, that one's like teeny tiny. This one looks quite a bit bigger than that. It looks like 4 of the shades are mattes and there's only 1 shimmer in the palette, but I'm in love with a warm tone neutral look. So this eyeshadow palette is right up my alley, and it just looks really pretty. Now the shades that are in the palette, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they look like because it looks like she shot this in like maybe the afternoon whenever the sun was setting, because the second shade in one of the pictures it looks like it's an orange shade, but then in another it looks like a brick red, which is really pretty and perfect for the season. I'm just really curious to see what this looks like in person, and I'm sorry if I'm getting so hopped up about Natasha Denona, but I don't have the money to buy Natasha Denona palettes. Like $130. Thankfully she started doing the smaller ones, but I still haven't had a chance to buy them yet because I'm on a long-term no buy. Everything that I've been getting has been from Boxycharm, and I just want to try more of her formula before I actually make that full-on commitment to purchase a full-size palette. So yeah, that is everything to go over in today's video, guys. Thank you again so much for taking time to watch, and thank you for all the comments yesterday and me wearing that long strawberry blonde wig. I loved the way that look turned out, and I know it was adventurous and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's always fun to play and try something new. I will have my unboxing of my October boxes. I did get my PR boxes today, like I said, and that's why I was able to use this palette. So that's a little bit of a spoiler for my premium box because everybody's getting that palette. And make sure you have notifications on so that you know when the video goes live. And also, do not forget to comment what you think of the most recent variations. Are we loving it? Are we kind of about it? You know, just let's just have a conversation. I'm just curious to see what everyone's thinking about it. Alright, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.